how did Relentless come about? A few years back, I think it was January 2014. I was part of a small group back home, close to home in Texarkana, Texas. Really good group of guys that we met every Sunday night and did a little Bible study and kind of a small little fellowship get together there. And I remember I worked that Sunday morning, so I didn't attend church, but I was there that night, and they said that the message was, one word. And basically it's based off the book entitled One Word, I think it is. I don't know, I haven't read it, but I kind of get the gist of it from what the sermon was and then our conversation that evening. It was basically to, think and pray and figure out a word that we could use as a driving factor into 2014. And at the time I was going through some relationship issues, I was trying to finish up school, competing in bodybuilding or physique competitions or whatever you want to call it. So I had a lot on my plate, and I was very motivated at the time, and I was also working on building my website then, the one I have now, LaToof.com. And there was just a lot going on, so I thought about it, and for some reason Relentless just came about. And that was the word. Initially it was relentless pursuit because I was after a lot. So and then over the course of time it just kind of switched back to just relentless. So that's how that kind of got started. And then I just implemented that in everyday life, in the gym and the nutrition side of things and things of that nature. And then it's very just it's become kind of my whole shtick and my whole spiel, and it's been something I've carried with me for the last 4 years. And I don't think I really thought about it, going much further than it has. Not that I would have thought it didn't or wouldn't have lasted, but it just never, occurred to me to think of it in that regard. There, just take it one day at a time and focus on what I need to get done on that day in particular. And that's kind of how it came about, and it was one of those words that was definitely less used in 2014 when I first kind of started using it personally, and it's still one of those words that's not overused, but I can definitely see the popularity coming up with its use over the last few years or so. And I'd like to think I had a little something to do with that, but even if not, it's something that I you can look back to anything that I've done in the last 4+ years and see that it's definitely been associated with me, and it's definitely part of my shtick. And if other people want to use it, it's really not that big a deal to me. It's truly a driving factor in my life, and one that it'll always be. And it's gotten me to where I am now, and it's going to get me to where I eventually want to go. So that's pretty much how it came to pass.